Yo, what's good? It's your boy Holiest, and today we're gonna be talking about the brand new game that came out on global today, Punishing Gray Raven. Let's run this shit.
Kage, no tell beat Kasame, never have breaks, no off days. Bitch, my drip hope.
Look, boy, I'm a legend, but bound my presence. Don't test me, I'm ready. My drip like Honkai. See you and I, we both had nothing in common. I move like Kakashi, I do shit abroad.
All right. So there's been a lot of hype surrounding this game for the last couple months or so. What I want to do is give y'all a rundown of some of the more important things that I think you guys need to pay attention to in the game, and maybe some of the things that you can do to help level up faster and better yourself and your characters. So the very first thing that y'all need to make sure that y'all do when y'all log into this game, before you even start playing this shit, click on this little settings cog over here next to the mail, click account, and make sure that you bind your account to Facebook, Google, iOS. Make sure it's bound to some account that you own, so that way in the future if something ends up happening and the game logs you out and you're not able to get back in for some reason, you know your account will always be there because it's bound to one of these accounts. Okay, this is the first thing that you should do before you start doing anything else in the game. A lot of people have questions, like I did when I started the game, about summoning. You won't actually be able to start summoning until you finish the first chapter. Once you finish the first chapter, you'll unlock your R&D stuff and you'll be good to go. Everybody knows already, when you take a look at it, the first time you go for pity on this banner, it's only 40 summons to pity. After that, it's going to be 60 every time. You are actually able to see where your pity count is. It doesn't show it on this screen, but if you click rules and go to the research log, it'll show all the drops that you've gotten, as well as when you're gonna get your next S rank guarantee. So as you can see, I've gotten mine very recently. I actually got lucky. I didn't have to go to pity on this one. And we got Kamui, which is one of the better characters. Some of the more important things that you need to pay attention to for your members or your robots, like I learned they're a fucking robot. Everybody's a fucking robot. When you go to your members tab, you see the list of characters. You can see characters that you don't have yet. You're able to take a look at the ones that are in the game. You can take a look at their details and everything, see things about them, right? When it comes to making team compositions, right, you want to make the best team that you can to run through. Potentially, you might just like the nice flashy colors and the nice fighting styles. Choose who you want to choose to run the game. But I say that every time. Don't listen to metas, especially in the games that are PvE, that don't have a lot of PvP content. Don't worry about the metas as much. Worry about what lets you enjoy the game the most, right? However, if you are into doing a whole lot of damage and seeing big numbers and everything, when you click on the details tab of your characters, it'll show you their type, their energy coefficient, their specialty, and just a review of what they got going on. You can also take a look at recommended partners. You can take a look at recommended equipment for them, right? So you can see like the best weapon that the game recommends and the best gear that the game recommends for them as far as memories, right? So this is where you come to see the best of the best that you can put on these people, right? And then they have it different for Warzone and in different areas of the game, right? So what does all this mean? Okay, so when you're initially looking at your characters at the main screen, you have this big ass circle next to their name, right? And it's different for every character. Okay, there's 3 different types in the game. There's healers, there's attackers, and there's tanks. Kamui is a tank. Lucy is an attacker. When you see the guns, that's an attacker. And Liv is a healer, right? So these are the 3 different symbols, and that's what they mean. This is healer, this is attacker, and this is tank. Now, what does that mean? Tanks are usually used more. You can actually click on it and it'll tell you right there if you click on it. Attackers, that's where most of your damage is gonna come from. That's probably gonna end up being like your main character, right? The one that you have on the field most of the time that's doing a lot of the damage. The tank, focus on survival. It draws enemies and soaks up damage. So a lot of the times this is where you would have maybe your damage reduction memories. People that lower defense and stuff like that, or that boost defense. They lower defense for the enemy or they boost defense for you, right? And then support, obviously, this is where you'll be healed. This is where the buffs will come into play, like attack buffs and maybe other defense buffs and stuff like that. They're usually used to buff your team, right? So if we take a look at the details for these characters, you can see the energy coefficient here is lightning and physical. So what you'd want, and I'll actually show you all three together and show you why they're a good team, but why they're not the best team, okay? So we have our support here with Liv, with lightning and physical. We have our Lucia here, that's lightning and physical. And then we have our, not Lee, but then we have our Kamui here, that is dark and physical. His skills actually help dark elemental, right? So he's not the best tank for me to use with these other two, but he's the best tank in the game right now. So I'm gonna use him and level him up. And then when like a dark attacker comes out, then I'll end up probably switching out for a new attacker. So then we take a look at the weapons, right? So these are all things that are gonna be able to help you level your characters up. So you have the actual training for your characters, you have the weapons, and you have the memories, okay? So first off, the training, it's pretty simple. If you have a character that you like, you come here for upgrades, you click upgrade, you have these XP pods that you use to level up your characters when you get to certain ranks. Unfortunately, this rank can't exceed your commander level, so whatever level you are up here at the top left, your characters can't go higher than that, okay? Click the wrong button. So, when you're looking at your characters, this level won't go higher than your commander level. Then once you get to certain points, you're able to rank up your characters when you do these promotion requirements. So once she's level 40, I'll be able to promote her to the next level and actually level her up even higher, right? And this gives boosts, like you can see here, this is what the number will change to in the parentheses. This is what it is at the moment. Okay, pretty straightforward. This is when you summon dupes. The evolve tab is when you summon dupes. And you're able to come here, and right now it costs me 3 per before she's gonna be the next rank, right? And I think she'll be double S if I am able to fill this all the way up. And then the skills, pretty simple. You come in, you read about the skill. It'll give you some insight on what it does, and then if you have skill points, then you're able to level those skills up, right, and make them stronger. And that's for all of these different skills here. They'll give you a description, and you level it up based off of what you think is best for your team, or if you're just gonna use that person, just fucking skill them all the way up. Then you look at the weapons. Now, it's the same concept. You know, all the weapons have a specific skill, right? Then you can also level them up the same way that you do. Right now I don't have the enhance because it's max level, but if I were to come to like one of these level 1 weapons, or even this level 28 one, it would have an enhance button here, and I'd actually be able to use XP or other weapons, I believe, to level them up. I would prefer you guys not to use 5 and 6 star weapons to level up weapons, maybe even some of the 4 stars, because if you think about games like Genshin Impact and stuff like that, if you've ever played it, there's a character named Zhongli whose damage is based off of HP. There's a weapon that's a 3 star that has HP, and it's actually one of the best weapons on Zhongli. So I would recommend not using your 3 stars to level up. I'm not gonna say 3 stars. Your 4 to 6 stars, I would say maybe hold on to, and try to only use the actual XP unless you know, like, I'm not gonna fuck with this weapon at all ever, because 4 stars are actually really easy to get from the event that's going on right now. So you would actually be able to get your resonance so that you could level up even more. So for example, I'm gonna go ahead and use resonance, not on this sword exactly, but if we come to another weapon, I'll click on Lee, for example, for this one. If we come to Lee, and we see we have 3 of this same weapon here, right? Right now, if we look at this weapon skill and the stats, then we see we have 15% for 5 seconds. This is the attack and everything. If we come to upgrade, we come to resonance, we can actually add in other 5-star weapons, right? It looks like it doesn't even have to be the same one. It just has to be another 5-star. I had no clue about that. So all you need is more 5-stars to do resonance. We're gonna use the same one just because it's a duplicate anyway. And if we resonate, then it actually gets a new skill, right? It adds 30 attack and 30 crit. So if we come back, it actually doesn't show it there, but if you click on the resonance skill here, then you're actually able to see that new skill. And it looks like to upgrade a 6-star, you have to have a construct to use, as well as probably a 6-star weapon. And since I don't have any other 6-star weapons to use here, I'm not going to be able to do it. So to resonate with a 6-star weapon, you would have to do that. And it looks like you get 2 more here. You can actually take a look at the you can preview what the skills would be if you were to roll. So that's really cool. So that's how resonance works. That's how upgrading your weapons work. This is actually what makes your weapons a lot stronger. And it's probably going to be a big thing late game to make sure you guys have a bit of resonance going on some of your weapons and things. If we come to the memories, this is basically like the wafers or chips in My Hero. If you guys are playing this after My Hero, this is basically like that. So if you want to actually pay attention to what certain skills do or what certain characters do when you're putting these on, like for example, I have Liv. She's a support character, healer character. So I put on memories that based off healing, right? So healing increased by 5%. Healing effects add elemental aura that increases damage and resistance of allies, right? So she's support, so I want her memories to be based off of support, basically, right? So I have a bunch of sets in here that are based off of support, which will boost her up, boost her BP up, because they're actually helping out the teams. As a support character, that's what you want to do. You know, you could throw damage on her, you could try to use her as a damage dealer if you want to, but that's not what she's made for. She's made for healing, support, boosting your teammates' stats, things like that. So when you're doing the event where there's 3 people and each one of them is different, you actually want, that's why I'm building at least 1 tank, 1 attacker, and one support, because I would like to be able to fill whatever role. If I join an event, I wouldn't want to miss out on a good team just because I don't have one of the roles. If they have a really good attacker and a really good support, I'd like to have at least decent tank that can hold his own and maybe put out some damage, so I'll be able to reap the benefits of that as well. So make sure that you guys are checking in on and I say at least try to build one of each role. And same thing as far as him, since he is a tank, what I did, I got him reducing defense, so when he comes out on the field, he'll reduce defense of the targets, and the physical defense of the attacked enemy is reduced by 15%. So since we have a 100% full physical here. No, she used a lightning and physical, I'm sorry. We have a lightning and physical and a physical and lightning. So both of our characters that do other damages here have some physical damage. So that 4P set is actually pretty decent. Overall, we have pretty solid sets on both of them. So that's what the memories are for. And the enhancing and resonance works the same exact way. If you come over here, you click upgrade, you hit resonance, you come in here, you can actually use other memories that are of the same kind, because this one's actually the same kind of shit, right? It's just for 6 instead of 1, 2, 3, or 5, right? This one is 6. But I try to use resonance, and I'll actually be able to do it for one of these. It'll probably give it another skill like it did the other one. I would try, but I kind of don't want to waste it. You know, this game is still new. I don't want to use my shit on this yet. You know what I mean? So the other one I did it because I had 3 of them fucking guns. I don't care. But this one, I want to save it. I don't really have I have a dupe here. I guess I could try it with. They're both on slot 2. So we can see if we upgrade it, what it would actually do if we did resonance for it, right? So we'll use our dupe 2 for this one, and we'll see what it does. Okay, so it got precision action, plus 50% and plus 50 HP and plus 10 crit. So now we see that on this skill when we take a look at it, and we're able to resonate it again for another skill. So I'm assuming the skills here are gonna be random. I don't think that there's no skill preview here like there is for the weapons. So I'm assuming that's going to be a random boost that you get. That's how you take a look at your characters and what you guys should be looking for as far as the matching together. You guys want to make sure that the elements align. You want to make sure that your memories fit with what the character is used for. You want to make sure that your weapon, each character also does have a weapon. I believe if you come to details and you click on recommended equipment, you can go ahead and see the recommended weapon that you want. So the weapons are important. If you guys did not know this, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, when you come into the research and development and go into focus research to summon on weapons, you are actually able to change the set that you're looking for. So like I was looking for a Kamui sword, so I changed it to Kamui. But if you're looking for a weapon for Liv, right, you can choose this one so that you can try to get the benediction for her and summon for the benediction and hopefully get that. So you are actually able to do that, which I believe is actually a really cool thing. Unfortunately, you can't. I don't think that you can do that for the character banners. It would be nice, but for right now, you aren't actually able to do that. Now, as far as the free S rank character, I have not summoned mine yet. I know it's in my bag, right? I believe, I don't know where they put it at in here in my items, because I haven't summoned it yet. Here it is, right? So as far as this goes, I could go ahead and choose now. I could, and I'm probably gonna choose Karenina, honestly. I've seen some good things about her. I do want to do a little bit more research on all the characters first. You actually have basically unlimited time to decide on who you want. I don't think that these items expire, so oh shit, what is this? Did I get some memories? Oh, I'm gonna have to look at that later. But I didn't even know I had all those 6-star memories right there. That's actually gonna be big. But yeah. So you're able to decide. I'd say do as much research as you can before you summon. Make sure that the person you summon is really the person that you want. Obviously, a lot of people are saying wait until after you get your first 40 pity on that first banner that you summon on. When you hit that first 40, wait until after that. That way you can decide if you want to get a duplicate character or if you want a whole new character. Again, the choice is up to you. It's your decision what you want to do. But I do believe that that's the best way to do it. So as far as navigation through the menus, the menus can be really, really, really confusing. So I feel like I'll just run through and tell y'all basically where a lot of shit is. Obviously, the things that they want you to click on are gonna have this little glowing blue mark. If you're wondering if you got friend requests, they'll be here. You can just click accept or decline based off of that. If one of your friends messaged you, you have to come here to look at it. So you'll scroll down and it'll show a blue message here if your friends message you or they give you something. You just click on this and it'll show the message that they sent you, right? You can claim, your friends can deliver and you can claim items from them up to 10 times a day. A lot of the times it's just cogs from what I've noticed. You just get cogs, which are used for basically the currency of the game as far as like leveling stuff up and things like that. Then if you were trying to add your friends, then you have to hit go add, and then you'll be able to do that from here. I believe you have to clear stage 3-5 before you're actually able to add friends. Now, the reward event, this is where you come to collect your daily rewards and things like of that nature, and then collect your monthly pass rewards if you did purchase the monthly pass. So that's what this rewards event will be, and I'm sure there's going to be other events and everything where you'll be able to come here and collect different kinds of things. I believe there was a first time spenders thing up there. Since I bought the monthly pass, I was actually able to go ahead and get that already. It had some pretty good rewards in it. And then this is obviously where you come to check the news. You can click here to take you directly to the banners. If you're on the banners, you can scroll over to see the different things that they may have put into the game, reach their socials, and other information just pertaining to the game, right? And then battle is where you go to do certain things, like the story is the main thing, right? You got the main story. You get the interludes at some point where they give you these little missions. I don't think these actually require stamina at all, but you just go through them real quick. I think there's some rewards that you get for completing those. And I haven't unlocked the stronghold yet. I don't think it's out yet. But then down at the bottom, You have the event. This is what I was talking about earlier. You come here, you team up with some people. You can either create a team or I'm almost there. You can either create a team or just hit quick match. And then this is where you would match up. You would try to get at least one attacker, one tank, and one healer. Tanks are really big as far as like breaking the shields of enemies and everything. Attackers obviously usually do the most damage, and support is there to keep you alive, buff you up, and maybe do a little bit of support damage here and there. So I have actually run a couple of these. As you can see, my bar is kind of going up. But this is where you can actually get a lot of like 4-star weapons that you can use to resonate some of your other weapons. If you don't have any 5-star weapons or you're having trouble finding weapons, this is a really good spot to do that at. The challenge, this is where Warzone and Phantom Pain cages. This is where the rankings come into play. So if I come to Warzone and I click on fucking begin, then I can see where's it at? I can click on the specific ones. So they have these different boxes. I can click on one of them. It'll have ranking somewhere. Where the fuck is the ranking at? Team ranking, I think. Is it? Okay, yeah, team ranking, and then you're able to kind of see where you stand. So like my team right now is 61. I didn't get to choose my team, so I'm not sure how they decide that, how they decide your teams and everything. But you can see a lot of people do have some pretty solid points there for that one. And then if you come to the Warzone, I think this is the one I was actually looking for. No, the Phantom Pain cage. And then here's rankings. They made it so small, like it's literally insignificant. It does not matter. But you come here to check rankings. Right now I'm ranked 31, but you can see the rewards that you get. So if you're in this percentage range, these are the rewards that you'll get for being in these percentages, right? You get to do them 3 times a day. And when you get to certain levels, then obviously the rewards will most likely be better. I don't know if I can see them now. You can't see them now. But once people start hitting these higher levels, then we'll actually be able to start seeing some stuff. And I think it's really cool that they actually show you the teams that people at the top used to get there, right? So like he used Karenina. This is one of the reasons I want to use my summon on Karenina, because apparently she's really fucking good. So that's why I'm thinking about using my summon on her. So that's what that is. And the resource dungeons, I think these are probably one of the most important things to farm, because if you don't farm resources, you can't level up your characters, you can't level up your memories, you can't level up your weapons, you can't level up shit. Your BP is just gonna be ash. You're not gonna be able to clear any content. I personally, so far, have been running the overclock. I feel like the overclocks are probably one of the hardest or most important things you need, because once you hit certain levels of weapons, you can't get any higher until you can overclock them. So I've been between XP materials and overclock materials. You can run them for cogs and skill points, but I don't have enough characters right now where skill points are really that big of a deal to me. So I've been running the overclock and the XP materials to level my people up. And in the combat, okay, I also do want to bring this up. In combat, let's run a stupid little mission real quick. So when you're in combat, these things that come up on the side here, a lot of people may not know this, but if you 3-stack, first off, it does a lot more damage depending on characters or weapons and stuff. Some of them will actually put you directly into the matrix state, but these colors align with the characters that you have. So if you have a tank, yellow is for tank, blue is for support, and red is for attack. So if I'm using her and I have a 3-stack, he'll instantly be able to be available to come do extra damage on the field. So if I click these 3, he's instantly ready to come out and do damage, right? If I click this 1, I believe her bar will go up a little bit to be ready to, but in order to actually like fully get the full range of what you're trying to get, you have to use the 3-stack, right? So I click on it, her bar went up a little bit, right? So if I were to switch him out and I use this, she's ready, right? So there's a lot of mechanics that go into this game. There's certain skills, like if I'm in the matrix, right? Let me see if I can do a fucking dodge real quick. If I'm in the matrix and I click on this skill first, it'll do that one, and then I can double up, and then I can do that one. So I can do it back to back. I can do those skills back to back without any interruption if I click on the left one first. But if I clicked on the right one first, it would instantly do the 3-stack. So just be wary of the kind of stuff that you guys are doing as far as combat goes. There's a lot that goes into combat in this game. We'll keep playing the game. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. You know, I tried to put as much as I can in here without, you know, repeating myself over and over again. If you guys have any other questions or any videos that you guys would like me to go more in depth on, please leave them in the comments. I will go back through, I'll talk about them, and you know how we do over here on this side. You know how we do. I appreciate all y'all for watching. It's been your boy Holiest. It's been Punishing Gray Ravenist. I appreciate y'all for watching. It's been your boy. I'm out this bitch.